Dinnie, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dinnie in Virginie. I'm your host, Dinnie, here in Virginie. Where in Virginie, you might ask, but it doesn't matter, and welcome to yet another Awkkie Talkkie with Dinnie in Virginie. On today's episode, I just wanted to go live briefly to talk about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, because for those of you who don't know, behind the scenes, Dinnie, behind the scenes of Dinnie and Virginie, is really into personal development. So I have all sorts of personal development books. This was one of the first ones that I got. Clearly, I'm not taking action on it because, like, hello, I should be on the rich dad side right now, and less on the poor dad side. But I digress. That's besides the point. This live might be a little woo-woo, a little crazy-wazy because I am a slightly delirious, not gonna lie. It's after midnight, way past my bedtime. Gotta go to bed. Still gotta drive home. Went to training all day. But I digress. We're gonna talk about the first chapter of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and we're just gonna try to bring it into the box that is, or into the triangle that is the state of Virginia. So basically, I titled this one The Rat Race because I'm just going to talk about the rat race in terms of this, and we're going to try to bring it into terms that are more personable to you, because I don't think the rat race in here is going to be applicable to everybody. This is just the overall. I just want to talk about the book. I got the book, I read the first chapter. I just want to talk about it. So the rat race essentially is just like this monotonous cycle, this monotonous routine of like going to work, paying your bills, going to bed, wake up, go to work, pay your bills, go to bed, wake up, go to work, pay your bills, go to bed. And it's just like over and over and over again. And it's like the cycle just keeps repeating because, like, you'll just get a new job, start the cycle again. You'll get a pay raise, start the cycle again. You'll transfer to a new job, to a new position, to a new place, and you'll just start the cycle over again, because it's kind of just like being a slave to money. It's kind of just like being comfortable, essentially. It's just a really long, decades long, years long process of just being stuck in the same routine. And you might not realize it. So I wanted to go live to do this because I know not everybody is into personal development, not everybody is in that space. And one thing that kind of angers me about finance stuff is that they all say that they don't teach it in schools. 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 Okay, well then make a program for free and give it to the schools. And so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to just share some of the knowledge that is in this book for those of you guys, because I am on the internet and so I have the ability to do that. So yeah, the rat race. How do you escape? So the rat race for me is very personable because I've been in the rat race for many years now, and my rat race concerns finances and jobs. So basically everything that he touched on over here is applicable to me right now, but it might not be your rat race. Maybe your rat race is you're stuck, like maybe you do a lot of vendoring events and it doesn't go well, but you're like, but maybe the next one, but you never change anything. I don't know what your rat race is. Maybe you're stuck in like a whole bunch of like not so good relationships with people. I don't know what your rat race is, but my rat race has to do with like finances and like jobs. So before, my job situation was I was stuck at jobs for very long periods of time because I was afraid of not having money. And I was like, even though I don't like it here, it's enough money for me to be comfortable, so I'll stay here. And then most recently this year, my rat race when it comes to jobs is that I just quit them all the time. I get in, I get out. I get in, I'm not happy, I get out. I get into the next one, I'm like, man, I'm too old for this. I get out. I get in, I'm like, my body can't handle this, and then I get out. And so my most recent rat race experience when it comes to the job, the routine is just like, I get a job, I'm finally got a job, and it's a low paying job, and I know why it's low paying. Once I get in there, I'm like, I am too old for this, or like, this is not enough money for me to live. And so I get out. And so my most recent rat race has just been a series of like getting into jobs and quitting them. But it's because I keep getting the next job because I'm afraid, like, I need money to live. I need to pay my bills and stuff like that. And so it's just like facing that fear, realizing that it's okay to have those fears. It's okay to have those fears and those emotions come up, but not being a slave to the job, not being a slave to the paycheck. Stop being a slave to the paycheck. And so I just wanted you guys in the great state of VA, especially in the peak of excellence, where I'm trying to get us to really just raise our standards and get better and better and better and have a higher standard and push ourselves just to be better each and every single day, to be a better version of ourselves every day. I just want you you to just start questioning, like, what is your personal rat race? Are you in the rat race right now? Are you in that monotony? Are you in that cycle? Are you in that routine and you don't even really realize it? That for maybe years, maybe even decades, I don't know who you are in the world right now, or hopefully you're in the Great City VA watching. Like, have you been in that monotonous cycle of just like stagnation because you're in comfort? And what does comfort lead to? Stagnation, because you're comfortable being comfortable and you don't want to risk anything. You don't want to take any risk because you're just like, well, I'm comfortable here and I have just enough to be comfortable, or I'm doing just enough to be comfortable. I'm interacting just enough with people so that I'm comfortable. I'm in my little comfort zone. But I just want to challenge you guys to just get out of that monotony, get out of that comfort zone and start taking some risk and just start evaluating, like, you're smart. Okay, you are all smart, you're brilliant, you're creative people. And so one of the things that I learned here is that you have to just start looking for opportunities. You have to have your eyes like open and just actively searching for opportunities instead of like the next paycheck or whatever it is your rat race might be. For me, it's the next paycheck, because I don't want to be a slave to my paycheck. And so just, if you have a problem, start focusing on the solution as opposed to focusing on the problem. And then another major point from chapter 1 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is stop blaming other people. Stop it. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming other things. It turns out you're the problem. You are the problem. This is me talking to me. I am the problem. And so if I want to change my life situation, I have to take the reins. I have to take control. I have to acknowledge that I am the problem and I am in full control of what I can control. And so because I acknowledge that I'm the problem, I can change it. I can make the situation better because I am in full control. And so it's just stop playing the blame game. Stop pointing fingers at everybody. Stop blaming your boss. Stop blaming the economy. Stop blaming your city. Stop blaming the state. Stop blaming Virginia. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming finances. Stop blaming. Stop blaming your coworkers. Stop blaming everybody, your kids, your parents, your grandparents, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, whoever, your friends. Stop blaming everybody else and start taking your own responsibility for your life. And so I just want you guys just to start thinking actively while you're here in the great state of VA. I would like us to be like the first state, if not all of us, if not 100% of us, then the majority of us. I would like the majority of us to escape our personal rat races and to start just doing more of this and acknowledging that we are in control and seeing the opportunities and taking advantage of the opportunities and just getting better and better and better ourselves. And once we get better, everything else will get better as well. And so guys, just take care of yourselves. Please, please, please do well. Be great. I know you're great. I know you're brilliant. I know you're creative. So I just need you guys to just step into that and just be a better you tomorrow or today than you were yesterday. That's all you have to do, is just to be a better you. So hello, you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful night. That's all I really have for this Awkkie Talkkie with Dinnie and Virginie. I just want you guys to start thinking about, like, what is your rat race? What is the monotony that you are stuck in? And how do you get out of that? Start looking for opportunities, because there are opportunities everywhere. There are opportunities everywhere. Start being solution-oriented and less focused on the problem. Focus on the solutions and the opportunities that are all around you so that you can start getting better and better and get yourself out of whatever situation you don't want to be in. Get out of it. There's still plenty of time in the year. If there's a situation you are currently in, you're currently struggling with right now, I want you to focus on the opportunities that you have to get out of it. Guys, we're getting out of all the bad situations this year. There's still plenty of time. So I have faith in you guys. I'll pray for you guys. And I hope you guys can just like focus for the rest of the year, and you can do it. Trust me, I have faith in you. You can do it. You are much smarter. You're much more creative than you give yourself credit for. So look, keep your eyes open, keep your ears peeled for the opportunities around you so that you can get out of that rat race, so that you can be a better person, so that you can get out of what situation you want to get out of this year and start thriving into next year. I don't want you to wait until next year to start thriving. Start thriving now so that you can already start the next year in a thriving state. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful night. And until next time, that's it for this Awkkie Talkkie with Dinnie and Virginie. And all I have to say is, Dinnie out.